I'm a member of the Flandreau Santee Sioux tribe, but I do not speak Dakota. I speak Lakota, and maybe one of the handful of people now in our tribe, Santee tribe, that can still speak, read, and write the language. We are all related. That not only with human beings, but all of creation. We're all related. Even the rocks and the stones and the hills and the trees, we're all related. We're all of one creator. So we're all one people, of one creation. So to address, the elders get up and say, Mitako Oasin. They conclude their speeches, their orations, with the same Mitako Oasin. I think one of the underlying motives of this gathering is for the purpose of reconciliation. Too long we've been separated, not just by our race. We can enact legislation to do away with discrimination because of race, but we cannot legislate attitudes that come from our heart. So unless reconciliation is truly going to happen, it has to come from our hearts, and it has to be motivated by the greatest gift that we can have, a gift of love. So we can do no less than to reconcile with each other, whatever differences. There are three ways that I see that we can begin this process based on the love. First, we need to build a bridge of mutual understanding. Too often we're suspicious, so we remain separated. And we need to understand why we speak differently or do things differently. And if we come together and we begin to communicate, we begin to understand why we act differently. And we begin to appreciate our differences. Now, this leads us to build a bridge of mutual enrichment based on the love of God. This means that we may have an idea, each one of us have separate ideas, and as long as we remain apart, we only have the one idea. When we come together and exchange those ideas, both of us become enriched. We no longer have the one idea, we have the idea of the other person. So we become rich by this coming together. And finally, we need to build a mutual respect. That I am a person, you are a person, no more, no less. We can even disagree and still be friends. So I think what Lyle is trying to do, in his own way, is to bring about a reconciliation of people who may have different cultures, different languages, whatever differences they may have. If we're brought together by this powerful word, love, what a glorious land and world we would have. Love would dispel hatred, discrimination, separation, bring us together. It would solve the problems. We have to come with an open heart. Say, I'm willing to give myself to this effort. If I withhold, then I'm not a true believer in peace. And I think that Lyle, in his own way, whatever humble beginnings he may begin with, ultimately, if we all believe in what he is trying to do, think of the tremendous revolution that would take place in our lives. Yeah? Small things, small ideas can grow into tremendous words of wisdom and action and transform our attitudes and revolutionize our world. A world of peace where dignity and respect may reign.